Welcome everyone to this daily Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for Monday, May 23rd, 2016. I'm Athen, and this is for Sidereal. If you are new to the channel, be sure to check out the link because the signs are different. All right, so we just had that full moon last weekend, which was that illuminating sort of time, the sort of status check. Probably status check in terms of where we can have more balance and harmony in our life, and even perhaps a bit more of that depth and openness in our life as well. So we're moving forward with that, and it's a good time to continuously move forward with that momentum and insight if we did have any from the previous weekend. Now, on another level with that insight, Mercury just went station direct last Sunday, yesterday, here in Aries. So this could also be specifically involving independence in our life. And now with Mercury direct, all of the stuff that we have learned the past few weeks during his retrograde of Aries, we can start to implement, right? And it'll, of course, take a few days. It takes some time here, but it's good to move forward with that, particularly with anything on the routine level, anything on the daily level, and involving our mind or communications. And I think what we learned was something to do with either independence in our life, the importance of that, perhaps even directness in communication, and maybe even a bit of that fiery energy to get that momentum moving in life. So that's the Aries side of it. The sun is in Taurus still and will be for some time. So this is this gaining of energy we can have through the material world. And this has been emphasized as well. This focus on what Earth provides, and really focusing on enjoying those simple pleasures. I think with Venus here, we can be enjoying the simple material life. Of course, with balance, because Mars is opposing up to Venus this week. But, in moderation can be very enjoyable. And with that extra attention on that, keeping it nice and balanced. Now, today particularly, we are going to have the moon in Ophiuchus. And we'll be shifting into Sagittarius in the evening, going over that galactic center. So this is the transformational part of the chart. And I think today is great with all this awareness that we're gaining about what's deep, about what's meaningful, which has been that Scorpio energy, really opening up the feelings to ourselves. This is what Scorpio and Ophiuchus do when the moon comes in here, is they unveil what we normally might tuck away with the feelings, what we might normally have that sense of security and privacy, but it's good to have a healthy amount of openness to see what our feelings are saying. And perhaps maybe if there are some things that we can transform. And the transformation is all about acceptance. Some things we can accept about ourselves, about what our feelings might be telling us. And in that way, that acceptance can be very healing, which makes today great for healing, can be rejuvenating, and especially by the end of the day, the moon will be going over that galactic center, transforming all of this. And in the evening in Sagittarius, which is much more expansive, which is when we start to have that top-down perspective and that bigger picture of life. So definitely a transformative day, definitely a great day for healing and all of that deeper stuff, while still balancing all this with Earth. Because again, this this very spiritual energy of Scorpio and Ophiuchus only goes so far if we're not grounded in Earth, if we're not connecting to our senses. And that's the balance between the Earth side of Taurus and then the transformative or spiritual side of Scorpio and Ophiuchus. So that's the placements. We do have some aspects here today. One of which I want to mention about this Mercury station from yesterday is that Mercury is still trining up to Jupiter within that orb. So there is perhaps a bit of optimism for some of us collectively. Maybe there's a bit of that, again, top-down perspective. Maybe some adventurousness, maybe some insight, seeing the possibilities. Now, Jupiter is squaring up to Saturn, so these possibilities or these opportunities or whatever they might be that we're seeing or thinking about, it's important that we stay nice and grounded, nice and patient with these things. And this is actually a very good aspect when we're combining the expansiveness of Jupiter and the self-limitation, self-responsibility, and patience with Saturn. Because then it becomes very constructive, and a lot of these possibilities can actually become things. In the long term, it's a big picture, but it can be constructed, it can be built. Now, this aspect is going to go exact on Thursday, so as we approach the later part of the week, it's good to continuously have this expansive yet disciplined approach to what could be some of these possibilities. With Jupiter and Leo, perhaps possibilities in regard to what gives us passion and joy and fun in life. We're learning a lot about this, have been, especially with the North Node here. Expressing ourselves, being ourselves. A lot of opportunity for that. So that's the Jupiter square Saturn and Mercury trine Jupiter placement. Now today we do have the moon trining up to Uranus, so there could be a bit of this maybe mixing things up, trying new things in the routine, in the daily activities. Uranus in Pisces is a reminder that through letting go, through having acceptance, it can be very liberating in our life, but that can come easy, perhaps easygoing, yet exciting and new. It's definitely a possibility. And that moon square up to Chiron is, again, that healing energy. Chiron is what you might consider the modern ruler of Ophiuchus. So this is the constructive energy here. And this is about the same time the moon's going to go over that galactic center. So we have this constructive energy of working with the emotional body, working on that acceptance. And in that way, the healing takes place very constructively. And then, like I said, as we go into the evening time, there is a bit more of that lighter side of the moon going in Sagittarius, that adventurousness, which will feel more so going into tomorrow. All right, so I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow.